Hi, I'm Cynthia Rose, your mystic astrologer. And this week we'll be talking about Venus. The sun catches up to Venus, the goddess of love. They are like one. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about Chiron, the great healer, joining the North Node, and a few other things. So let's get to it. Well, what a week it is, and I am not recording in my normal way. I've had equipment failure and all kinds of stuff going on, and I'm about to travel, so I want to get this done for you. So I'm doing my best here. So I first wanted to talk about the chart as a metaphor for the house. And so when I talk about planets being in the same room, think of a house with 12 rooms, but we actually call them houses when they're together. So in the same rooms, we have Mercury and Mars in Virgo in the same room. And Mercury is the planet of communication, very strong at home in Virgo, and Mars in Virgo still. So Mercury wants to communicate, wants to get the details, and Mars, wants to get going, action, initiative. But Mars action initiative is like better to pay attention to getting things right and getting the details. So don't be in a hurry this week about everything. And we've got Jupiter and Uranus in the same room. They're kind of sitting far across the room from each other, but they're aware they're there. And Jupiter's in a trine. Jupiter, Uranus are trining that. Jupiter wants to expand on it. And Uranus is that sudden kind of energy. So how do you use these energies? Let Mercury lead the way. Let Hermes with his winged sandals guide you towards paying attention and looking at all the details before you move forward. Also, we have Chiron, the great healer, joined to the North Node. The North Node being where we want to go spiritually, where we want to evolve to, which is in Aries. I am me, becoming more of you, yourself, in your spiritual path, where to go. Things must be bubbling up. And what's really exciting this week is the sun and Venus are together. So Venus has sort of captured the sun for a short time this week. So what a week to be able to identify what it is that we want. Write down that dream. Write down what it is that you want. Start looking at the details. Start getting that right. It is not a week to be uncaring about our words. We need to think before we speak this week. And the moon's energies this week as she moves through the signs, moon thinking, feeling emotion. There will be a point this week where we could blurt things out without thinking. So really, what to do this week, like call your tribe, be with your tribe, think about who your tribe is and how that applies to you. Because at some point there'll be an opposition with Neptune, and this is a short time, but if we've been thinking about it, maybe we get some clarity about dreams. Neptune's in Pisces, Saturn is in Pisces, and Neptune's in Pisces. They're not close, but we still might have some pre-awareness. And I'm really focusing on that Mercury in Virgo and that Sun-Venus conjunction. Like, how can we love ourselves to a greater degree? Yes, I'm talking about that again this week. How have we not been able to do that? Are we listening within? There can be adjustments, with that Mars there can be adjustments that we need. There's a whole bunch of adjustment energy this week. And that's okay if we see the need for adjustment. Adjustments don't always come right away, but remember, you're the one driving your your ship of life, your direction of where you're going, and how we work the energies are to the higher ability or to just react. And react is not the thing to do this week. It's really important to remember that you can create this new life, this new beginning, this new direction for yourself. It's happening. Just want to make sure everything's clear. You know, those nodes are cardinal, and we've got this 18 months of going direction. How can you become more of you? You're a spiritual being having this earthly experience. And how can you enrich it for yourself? Well, love. Love is such a big word. You know, spend this week thinking about love in every direction, because it's not just romantic love. You know, are you loving here? Where are you not loving here? Where are you critiquing and criticizing? Because, you know, Mercury in Virgo can be critiquing, can be like nitpicking as well. Are you doing that? Or are you listening to like, well, I need more details and to be able to bring that dream forward, or I need some more information about how I can love myself more, or maybe there's some adjustments in your world that need to happen and you need to get the information. That's what I'm talking about. So kind of an all-over outlook for this week is really about taking time to jot down everything that it is you want, where you want to go. Think clearly, think clarity. I want clarity on this. What adjustments do I have to make? You know, you're a beautiful spiritual being on a soul path. Why not claim that in a bigger way? Let that direction come to you. And let me remind you that healing, Chiron, the great healer, joined that North Node. No, it's not always comfortably easy when we move towards healing. But healing is real, and healing is wonderful when it happens. I am an example of someone who went through great physical healing, which meant great emotional healing with it, because we heal on all those levels. Healing is real, but we have to be willing to be honest, take responsibility, and be clear about what it is that we're doing. So I hope that is helpful for you this week. I hope that you have a wonderful week. There's going to be a shift after this week. So no matter what happens, remember to tune into that divine self within. Remember that you are always loved, that there is always guidance and love and support for you. Allow it in for yourself. Have a great week. And I will see you next week, where I'll also be on the road. And so I will need to play with different equipment, and I'm doing my best for you. Much love to you. See you soon. Bye for now.